happened again. It happened again. I tried to record this review the same way I did season 1, where I go through each episode and I kind of go through my overall thoughts on them. But then the camera decided it was gonna crap out and just stop recording and not say what I already recorded. So that's great. That's cool. Love it. Love it. Anyway, so yeah, I just finished watching Craig of the Creek season 3. For a quick recap on what I thought in the first 2 seasons. First season, really good introduction to the show. Really does a good job introducing you to the world and the characters. Second season, not quite as good. Don't love some of these concepts for episodes they have, and like I'm not a super huge fan of the ongoing story that it introduces here, but it is still overall still a very good season. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that I actually want to raise my score that I previously given in season 2. I gave it a B plus in my original review. I'll raise it up to an A minus like season 1. It's teetering on the edge, I'll give it that, but like I do want to give it the A minus like I did season 1. And now that I have finished season 3, I can say this is, in my opinion, better than seasons 1 and 2. I think this is my new favorite season of the show so far. We'll see what 4, 5, and 6 do, but yeah, season 3 is my new favorite. This one just has a ton of really good episodes, in my opinion. Of course, like if you know what my favorite episodes of the show are, you know that I love the slice of life episodes. And yeah, this show, for some reason, I just think this season gets the slice of life episodes really right. Like I love the episode where Craig, Kelsey, JP, and Bobby all build that like snow neighborhood together. I love the episode where literally just Craig, Kelsey, and JP are like at Craig's house waiting for Craig's dad to finish making lunch for them, and they're just trying to kill time, figuring out what to do next, what to do because they can't go back to the creek yet. And I love some of these, like the Ice Pop Trio episode. Like it's such a simple idea, taking Craig, teaming him up with 2 characters that he doesn't normally team up with, Cannonball and Sparkle Cadet. I already loved Sparkle Cadet as a character, and I didn't really have super concrete thoughts on Cannonball before this episode, but yeah, I really like him too. He's like the super chill character, but they managed to still make it. But they managed to make it like not like I don't like not like super complex or anything, but like he doesn't just feel like always there to say catchphrases. Like the fact that like he's chill, but he still likes to do all these extreme stunts, and he has his whole his like whole cannon zone or whatever it's called. I'm sorry. There's a lot of characters and show and terminology in this show that like it's hard to remember all of it. I'm sorry. But like yeah, that episode was just really good. One of the highlights of the whole show in my opinion. And yeah, just like a lot of really good slice of life stuff this season. In terms of the ongoing story, I will say it was done the best here. Like I think it was legit done very well, especially when we get to the capture of the flag stuff at the end of the season. I was really invested in where it was going. Each episode, I was wondering, well, what are they going to do next? How's it going to end? Like, it is a bit easy to guess from the fact that from the first episode that this whole finale begins. They're literally calling it Capture the Flag Part 1, so you can kind of guess where it's going to end up, but like it is still, you are wondering exactly what's going to happen next. They might get a bit too melodramatic, a bit too early on. Like literally the first episode of this arc is like it opens with, usually the title cards are all bright and vibrant with pleasant music over it. This one is like all dark and barren, and like it has this sparse piano music playing over it. Like, okay, like how we're not that serious yet, guys. We literally just had an episode where Jessica was an intern at the trading tree. We're not at like super serious yet. And especially at the end credits when it always ends with like just a quiet instrumental, like not instrumental, but like no backing instrument version of the end credits song. Again, I'm like, we really breaking out the like super serious like trailer version of the end credit song. What are we doing here, guys? We're not. It's like maybe we're taking this a bit too seriously. I get it is serious, but like maybe calm down a little bit. But still, like yeah, the whole on Capture the Flag arc I thought was really well done. I was very invested. The fifth episode, the final episode in particular, had some really good action. It's not still not my favorite part of the season. Like if you kind of look at how I rank these episodes overall, the Capture the Flag stuff is not going to rank super high, but it is still well done. I was kind of dreading getting to it, like okay, back to the story. And again, I do think there is some stuff with the final Capture the Flag arc that feels a bit rushed. In particular, Craig all of a sudden feeling like he needs to be in control and he might want to be the king. I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, they kind of sort of started out in the first episode when he really tries to convince everyone that they shouldn't trust Xavier and they should trust him. And he gets outvoted and Xavier gets to come to the other side. But then, like, all of a sudden in episode 4, he's just really bitter. He's like, none of this will be happening if they just listen to me. I don't understand. Why didn't they just listen to me? I don't understand. And then episode 5, he's like going, man, maybe someone does need to be in charge of the creek to, like, really let them know what they should and should. Like, there's just some stuff that they really shouldn't be doing. It's like, if they just trusted me. It's like, again, just, you have this whole season where Craig is feeling normal. Then all of a sudden, at the last minute, it's like, he feels the need. Like, they try to draw parallels between him and Xavier. It's like, this kind of comes out of nowhere. It's like, again, kind of the problem with them mostly doing these slice of life standalone episodes, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, we have an ongoing story arc we need to do. Like, I don't know. It's not, like, they really do need, I do think that one thing that the show could do better is just building things up better. Like, especially, heck, just Craig telling the other people in the creek about Xavier feels done very weird. Like at the end of like the 4th episode, they have like a stinger at the end of Craig being like, "Okay, guys, I need to tell you about King Xavier," and then 10 episodes will go by. Nothing. They won't talk about it again. Then all of a sudden, after all these like silly episodes about like Halloween and stuff, it now all of a sudden we're like, okay, now guys, okay, come on, we got to go to Omar so he can tell us why he should take this threat seriously. That should have probably been the next episode, and they probably should have had that stinger at the end closer to the middle of the season. But whatever, I guess, whatever. All right. I don't know. It just really takes a lot. Again, like that's the biggest thing with the ongoing story. You lose a lot of that momentum when you have one episode about it, and then all these other episodes, and then one episode about it, and then all these other episodes, and now we're at the dramatic 5-episode conclusion at the end of the season. And like, yeah, I am aware that like they are gonna come back in some capacity in the next season. This like ongoing stuff is still gonna be ongoing, just in a different way. I don't know exactly how, and I am intrigued to see how, but like again, it's just like this is kind of supposed to be at least part of the big wrap up for this storyline, and they just needed to do a better job making it feel like an ongoing threat instead of just, oh, here it is again, oh, here it is again. And also one more kind of problem I have with this season is like there are just some things with this show I'm kind of noticing as the show keeps going. Even though I'm thinking this is probably where it hits its stride, there are just some things where I'm kind of like, okay, what do we, like, come on, you could probably have fixed that. Like, number one is that, like, character development for like, they'll have character development for minor characters, but it doesn't stick. Easily biggest example I can think of is Jason. Like, at the end, in season 2, close to the end, in the End Was Here episode, Craig and Jason start to have a bit more of an understanding with each other. Even early on in this season, Jason's one of the few members of the Council of the Creek who actually believe him that Xavier's a big threat and they need to prepare. Then, like 2 or 3 episodes later, Jason's like walking up to them all like, "Hey, what are you doing? You climbing a tree? That's unsafe. You shouldn't do that. No, no, no." It's like, this is like how Jason acted at the beginning of season 1, and now he's just regressed back to that. despite him and Craig supposedly being on better terms now. It's like, just like, you still could have had him doing that. Like, maybe have it be where Boris and Tony are kind of more the ones saying, hey, that's not safe to climb trees, you shouldn't do that. And Jason's kind of trying to be more lenient, like, okay, come on, guys. It's like not really hurting anybody. But he still ends up going along with it just because he's known Boris and Tony for longer, so he kind of takes their side. But you can tell he's reluctant about it. And it's not like a major complaint, but it is just kind of like, well, why should I care at the end of an episode when characters change if clearly it doesn't stick? Like, there's a whole episode with Wilderness where she goes through an arc of learning to care, of like actually be more open with Craig. Like, we know he closes herself off now because when she tried to open herself up to people before, it didn't work out well, and that's why she's been mean to Craig throughout the show. But now she wants to be more open with him. It's like, well, that was good character development for her. Will it stick? Don't know, because it doesn't stick with other characters. They'll go through development and then just wipe the slate clean next time they show up. And heck, even at the end of the season, all of a sudden, it's acting like Jason and Craig are on good terms because Craig trusts Jason to be a spy for Xavier's camp. It's like, but okay, so are Craig and Jason on good terms or not? I don't know. It's just like they do not know how to keep consistency with character development. It's like whoever writes, it's like they need to update all of the writers. Like, okay, from this point on, this character should not be the way they were at the start of the show. They should be changed now. But like, if they don't exactly keep to it. And another issue I have is that this is something I noticed with that episode where JP gets the new jersey. Bobby is kind of like the Jerry of this show from Parks and Rec. Or to put it in cartoon terms, he's the Megward the Wizard of this show. Where there will be multiple like episodes where just they'll have these jokes where something bad happens to Bobby and we're supposed to laugh just because it happened to Bobby. Like, even the main characters will usually like at least try to be nice to people. All of a sudden they'll just be like, oh, well, it's Bobby, we got to be mean to him because that's the joke. Nobody likes Bobby. It's like, oh my gosh, I just end up feeling bad for him. Like, literally at one point Bobby helps them get JP out of like a jam with this hockey team. He tries to join on the group hug and Kelsey just pushes him away. And I'm like, why are they so mean to this poor kid? I don't understand. What did he do to you? I'm glad when he gets these new friends at the end of that episode with the hockey team, I'm like, good. He needs better friends than these stump kid jerks. And like, I like these characters, but it's just, I don't understand why they need to be mean to this one kid for no reason. But like, yeah. Overall, like, this isn't like it's just this season just kind of does have more concepts that I do legit like. It has more of the slice of life stuff that I really like. And I guess just that, since I don't want to get into super detailed about it because I don't want my camera to die on me again, but like, yeah, it just has a lot of good concepts that I like. Just a lot of good episodes, very nice, cozy to watch, or very funny. And even the ongoing story stuff, I do think was overall, even though I have problems with it, was overall handled better this season than it had previously been. So yeah, this new favorite season of the show for me. We'll see what season 4 brings. Now I'm going to give Craig of the Creek season 3 an A-. So now we're at 3 A-, just varying degrees of A-, where it's like season 2 at the bottom of the A- chain, season 1 in the middle, and season 3 pretty close to the top in terms of the A- hierarchy. Again, we'll see what season 4 brings us. And if you do want to see how I would rank every episode of the show, again, I'll put a link to a Google Doc in the description that will have my overall ranking of each episode that I've seen so far from all 3 seasons in it. So yeah, if you want to see how I would rank each of these episodes individually, there you go. You can look there. Yeah, those are my thoughts on season 3 of Craig of the Creek. If you have seen this season, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to see more reviews like this in the future. And hey, leave some of your favorite and least favorite episodes of season 3, because like, hey, maybe I could give my individual thoughts on it that way. Heck, if there's just an episode you're like, yeah, share your longer thoughts on that episode. I want to see your longer thoughts on that episode. Let me know in the comments, and I'll try and leave a comment, kind of give my overall thoughts on the episode there. And on that note, I will see you next time. Have a great day.